I think it's completely missed it out. Can't see it here. It should be after these frogs. Ah, here we go. The 6th vial. Go back a bit. Plague of scorching heat, as if God of mercy would hide the sun whose rays had been so hard to be. Let's get at the beginning of here. And the 5th angel poured out his vial upon the seat, the throne of the beast, and his kingdom was full of darkness, and they gnawed their tongues for pain and blasphemed the God of heaven because of their pains and their sores, and repented not of their deeds. Here we have a repetition of the 9th Egyptian plague, that of darkness, Exodus 10:21-23. This is in the day spoken of by Joel, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. Joel 2:1-2. Christ speaks of it in Mark 13:24 as the time when the sun shall be darkened and the moon shall not give her light. Notice that this plague immediately follows a plague of scorching heat, as if God in mercy would hide the sun whose rays have been so hard to bear. The effect of the darkness was to make men gnaw their tongues for pain and their sores, showing that the plagues overlapped each other or followed in such rapid order that they were not over the suffering of one before they were suffering from another, and that they were limited to a short period of a few months and not distributed over a period of years as a historical school of interpretation claims. Okay, so in the Galilean Aramaic, it says that these people were scorched by the sun and they blasphemed God because sores broke out and they were in pain, all that sort of stuff. It's just too damn hot, all this sort of stuff. And the Euphrates dried up, as it says here. The 6th angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water therefore was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east, okay, in the Galilean Aramaic, it's got of the rising of the sun. Okay, it might be prepared. They crossed it. This means the literal river Euphrates. The other plagues will be real, and why does not this mean the drying up of the real Euphrates River? The opening up of a dry passage through the Red Sea that the children of Israel, etc., etc. Okay, okay, so here he's saying battle of meet in Palestine for a battle of Armageddon. The drying up of the Euphrates will serve a twofold purpose. It will permit the remnant of Israel from Assyria to return, and also allow the nations of the Far East to be gathered for the judgment of nations. Is he trying to hint that there's this future battle of Armageddon going down? Because in the Galilean Aramaic New Testament it already went down. It was World War II. Okay, and bombs were dropped. There's a massive earthquake, mountains shifted, all this sort of stuff. Okay, and this is revised version, gathered them together in a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon, supposedly Berlin. Okay, because this frog thing happened. We'll have a look see if we can see Revelation 16 here. Okay, here we go. It's right here. Whoops. Let's get rid of that. We've already covered this in another video. So this 4th angel spills his chalice over the sun, and he was given to scorch humanity with the fire, or these certain people with the fire. And those people were scorched in the great heat, and people blasphemed against the name of Allah, or God in English. Allah is God in Aramaic. And they blasphemed against the name of Allah, who has authority over these plagues, and they did not repent so as to give him glory. And those people were scorched in a great heat. And the 5th one spilled his chalice on the throne of that demon and made his kingdom dark, and they chewed their tongues because of the soreness. So that nation, that kingdom, right? So you're going to have a look at the footnotes down the bottom here, where it says 1612, literal Aramaic idiomatic construction, from the east, or rising of the sun. As we mentioned in another video, it's not Japan, land of the rising sun. Okay, some people came across the Euphrates when it dried up, and entered a land. Okay, these are the frogs. Okay, the sixth one spilled his chalice on the great river Euphrates, and its waters dried up, so that the way was laid out for those kings from the rising sun. Yeah. Or the rising of the sun from the east to cross it. And John saw emerging from the mouth of the dragon, from the mouth of that demon, from the mouth of the false prophet, 3 filthy spirits of frogs. Okay? Spirits like frogs. Demons, right? For they are the signs of the demons of oblivion. Destruction, right? Those that go to all the kings of the world to gather them for battle of that great day of Allah, who is the one and only for all. The day of God, right? So he gathered them all to do battle. Okay? And they gathered to that place which is called in Hebrew Armageddon. There's a footnote there. 1616, literal Aramaic idiom, city of defilement, with a modern Sodom and Gomorrah. Also, you can watch Rabbi Reuben's video, his warning to the Jews, and it says the same thing, but he goes into greater detail about what happened in the 1920s and 30s. Okay, and it compares with this. He knows a little bit about the Tab Asheret, but he doesn't go in deep, right? He admits he doesn't know it that well. But he says it's basically the same thing. Where here it just says footnotes and scripture and footnotes, whatever. He goes in deep, really, really deep. So that's a good one to watch and listen to, So city of defilement here, whereas Rabbi Reuben says modern Sodom and Gomorrah, because they had prostitution, homosexuality, porn. Their interest rate was so high you could never pay it back, like 88% or something like that, all this other stuff, and it took Hitler 6 years to clean up that act, get rid of the porn, etc. Okay, so this 1617, this angel, seventh one, angel spilled his chalice on the air, and a great voice emerged from the temple that declared, "Here it comes." A footnote, 1617, literal Aramaic idiomatic expression, "It is happening," or World War II. See, so here we go. Here's the verse that verifies there's a great battle. This demon of destruction, was sending all to perish, non-existence. Those that go to all the kings of the world to gather them for the battle of that great day of God, right? Who is the one and only for all. Okay, so it's not end time, end of the world, conspiracy theory battle that you're all waiting for. It already happened. Yeah. Here it is here. 1619. Berlin. And that great city was split for three of them. And the cities of the nations fell, and Babylon the Great was remembered before Allah. Yeah, this nation, right? Or these certain people. They were evil, right? All their sins, etc., etc. Possibly, let's have a look at it again. That great city was split for the three of them, Berlin, and the cities of the nations fell, and Babylon the Great was remembered before Allah. So it's obviously some sort of powerful system, isn't it? Okay. And it was remembered for Allah was given a cup of wine that fermented of Allah's anger, so it was under his wrath, right? So they got these plagues coming upon them, and they gathered to a place which is called in Hebrew Armageddon, or Berlin. And the seventh one spilled it, the angel spilled his chalice on the air, and a great voice emerged from the temple that declared, "Here it comes." Whoops, here it comes. Oops, here it is. And there was lightning and thunder and sounds, and there was a great earthquake, like there never was since there were human beings on earth. So great an earthquake there occurred. And there was lightning and thunder and sounds, and there was a great earthquake. Yeah, just read that. And that great city was split, and every island ran away. This is symbolic, right? Metaphorical. I mean, like, if it all disappeared, there would be nothing there, right? And a great hail, heavy like talents, that's Greek coins, fell from the sky over humanity, and those people blasphemed against Allah because of the punishment of that hail, for great was its striking power. Okay, so it's World War II and bombs being dropped on these countries, right, involved in this great war. And then obviously they dropped, the Americans etc. dropped bombs on Dresden and killed everyone. They just overdid it, right? Killed women, children and men, etc. They wanted to bomb it, the hell out of it, right? So they dropped every payload they could on it. They overdid it. Plague, that's what they refer to as a plague, or bombs. Yeah. They all drop bombs on each other in a great hail, etc. etc. They blasphemed against God because of the punishment of that hail, because that was great. It's beating too much. It's just how it's translated without grammatical correction, right? So we've covered that, so we might not need to do part 2. Okay, so looking at that, you can see that this has been translated wrong from the so-said original language, Greek. Okay, it's so obvious. If you can't see it, you need to go and buy some new glasses or get your eyes fixed. There is a great difference between what's said here by this particular person of a futuristic battle, the end all, and this one in the Galilean Aramaic manuscripts, the New Testament manuscripts. So that's what we, the Ministry of the Real Truth, are all about. Looking at these so-said claims, these translations, and comparing it with the said original Aramaic Galilean New Testament manuscripts translated into English by a Aramaic speaking Mesopotamian. Okay, we just want to make all aware that you're being tricked, you're being lied to, you're being duped. So hopefully your eyes are opened to that, and we suggest you subscribe to our channel to learn more, learn from us, learn the real truth, the whole truth, and nothing but that truth. We aren't sticklers for giving you zany fluff, puff nonsense. Subscribe to our channel, give us a like, add your comments below this video, and then go share it with all your family, friends and others who maybe through their church in those Americanized Bible version, English version, NIV, RSV, etc., are totally confused and baffled and don't know what the hell it means, right? It's like confusing and whatever they tell you, right? They can come to us and they can watch our videos, and hopefully they get a better, clearer understanding of what was actually written, Christ was actually saying, and John was actually seeing, and what was actually recorded in that book of Revelations, and also in the rest of the Bible, the Old Testament and the New Testament, because there's so many out there, rabbis, evangelists, pastors, reverends, Christians, etc., that are presenting people with these Roman Catholic sourced Americanized English Bible versions, these modern versions, saying, oh, it's all the truth, it's God's infallible, we're irrefutable, all this sort of stuff. There's no contradictions with that sort of stuff, but there actually are. Okay, they're all stemming from that one source, the Mother Church, Roman Catholic Church. Okay, so that's dangerous, isn't it? So subscribe with us, give us a like, add your comments below, and go share this with your family and friends. Their souls dependent on it, right? Thank you for taking the time to watch this, our latest video. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will